Good morning, it's the next day. We're going to pick up my Mini. Yay! We're in Teddy. We're taking him on a little run. And yeah, I'll let you know how I get on.
Have you seen Lisa paid and got all the paperwork? Good?
So she's just took ownership of the car, and the first thing she's got to do is put the roof up. There you go.
So here we are. It's a week later now. I've been driving this. Haven't done that many miles in it. I've been driving my other one. That's my other one in the background. I don't want him to feel left out, so I've been using him as well, just till I get this how I want it to be. So yeah, as you can see, the bodywork is pretty good for the age. Very good, a lot better than my other one. The only thing is down here, bit of lacquer peel there, and a bit of a scratch and some lacquer peel down there. I've been quoted £130 to fix that, so that's booked in. My tyres, pretty good, good tread. The brakes weren't advised on the MOT, but they don't look massively new, so I don't know, I'll see how I get on with them. They feel good. One thing I do want to change is these wheel nuts. They're a bit rusty, so I'm going to get them changed. So around the back, I just absolutely love the colour. Every time I look at it, I'm just in love with the colour of it. It's got the twin exhaust. The reg plates I am going to sell, I don't like them. I've got a private plate at home, so I'm going to put that on here. So yeah, I think I'm going to put them up for sale. The boot, it's a boot, but this one has the mini pack. I think that's the wheel change pack. My other one hasn't got that. Yeah, it's in nice nick. Now, two of my issues around here. This needs replacing. Not a big job, not an expensive job. And my rear window. So I didn't notice this when we first seen it. Not too sure what was going on. I've asked in one of the groups on Facebook. Everyone thinks it's just a tint that started to peel. So that needs a bit of love and attention to get rid of that. Yeah, it's not great. The visibility is not amazing. But the lights are good. Around this side all good. Around my fuel filler cap, there's no scratches. On my other one there's a big scratch. The roof is pretty good, needs a little bit of a clean, you can see here. So I'll wait till the weather improves slightly, give that a going over and get it all sealed and lovely. Yeah, it is in really nice order. I do want to change to normal tyres though. This has got run flats, so it's not a high priority, but I think I do want just normal tyres, give it a bit of a smoother ride. Then at the front, my xenon lights, perfectly clear. On my other one, I had to refurb the headlights because they were all yellow and cloudy. These ones are good. And yeah, those lights are good too. Got the black bumper with the spotlights. This little mini logo is a bit faded, so that might get replaced. But the stripes are pretty mint. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm happy with it. Exterior wise, 8 out of 10 I suppose. And I like how these are body colour wing mirror caps. My other car's got chrome and they're a nightmare to clean, so I like these. There is a bit of a scuff just there, but it might buff out. It's not the end of the world. Oh, you've got an important task to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Steve thinks these are bad luck, having the sticker, because we had one on Teddy. Once we removed the sticker, the look seemed to improve slightly. So that's the outside, let's go inside. So here we have, I think this is called the Chrono Pack, where we've got the 2 dials there, which is great. I like it. I think on the other ones where it has the speedo here is pretty useless because you can't see it, but it does have a little digital one there. Whereas this one, if I fire it up, I can't get a digital speedo, which I find a bit annoying. So if you run through the options, there's no digital speedo. So if anyone's got one of these and knows if you can program that in, I would appreciate your help. So yeah, a couple of negatives with this car. The MPG, as you can see, 29.1. Not great, but I knew that. They averaged 30-ish, so I knew that. The mileage, pretty low, 65,500 miles. Sounds good. And then here's all your other dials. The few things I've found wrong with this car. So this button doesn't work. It just won't turn off, and you can't change the volume. You have to use this. I've got nothing plugged in at the minute, but yeah, you have to use that to control your volume. I haven't messed around with these two buttons yet. And these, I think if you've got CD in, you can change your song, but I have like a Bluetooth device thing plugged in, and they don't seem to work on that. It just changes it to, say, it changes the radio station. However, having the multifunction steering wheel is something I really wanted, and then it's also got the cruise control, which I don't have on my Cooper. So yeah, interior, I like how it's grey. Some of these come with a blue here, and I just don't think it looks that great. I prefer it in grey. I've got the S steering knob there, and the best thing, my heated seats. I absolutely love them. They work, they're so warm, love them. And here are my Recaro heated leather seats. And then they have this extension here, you can pull that out if you're a bit taller. But I'm not a massive fan of leather seats, but these ones I do actually really like. They're very comfy. The bolsters here are really supportive. The condition is pretty good. They could do with a bit of a clean. I've put some leather conditioner on them, but there is some marks. But in all, for the age of the car, really nice. I love just like the little mini tab that you have on the side there, and yeah, the quality of them is so nice. But they're heated, which I absolutely love. That was a massive thing that I wanted. If this car didn't have heated seats, I might have not even got it. It was a deal breaker. So yeah, the seats are beautiful. So it comes with a full book pack as well. So I've got my owner's handbook. I've got some
radio instructions.
Yeah.
You've got the dealership warranty book.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we've got for Big.
No, in Biggie we've only got a couple of these books.
A TLC service voucher booklet for when it was new.
Yeah.
I don't think they're valid anymore.
I know, I might go and try my luck.
The iPod connection, which is in there.
Yeah, this is something that I was not expecting. In the glove box there's an iPod dock, so it's actually all rigged up to be able to put an iPod in the car, which I thought was really cool.
I'm going to have to buy you a new iPod, or
an old iPod. Well, an old iPod, yeah.
Yeah. You've got the Start Me, which is just the...
It's just like basic info,
the operations of all the buttons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A contact manual for mini servicing. And another service booklet.
Yeah, and the service history's alright on this. It had a big service in 2023, which I was glad to see. So we've got a service booked in next month. But there was a fair few stamps in there, but I was just made up to have all my books and the handbook. The handbook was like, people selling for 25 quid on eBay. So, and it covers both of the minis.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was probably some car back in its day then, with all the iPod set up and back in 2006.
I'd say so.
So another few things that I like about this compared to my Cooper is the steering just feels a bit lighter. These era of Minis, the steering. Alright, dickhead. The steering is quite heavy. For such a little car, they're really heavy steering. But this one definitely feels lighter than my Cooper. I don't know if there's something wrong with the one in my Cooper, because the steering is heavy. It's like when you have to do a 3-point turn, it's like trying to turn a truck around or a bloody army tank or something. But yeah, steering feels better in this. And the wipers, I've got my wipers on at the minute. On my Cooper, they're so loud, and the blades aren't old, they're relatively new, and they clear it okay, but the blades are just really loud and squeaky. Whereas on this, they're not, they're just normal. So far, I like this a lot more. So, what are my plans for this car? So, as I've told you, the radio button doesn't work. The back window needs a bit of attention. The trim around the back needs some attention. I want some new wheel nuts, but that's not majorly important. The tyres, I want to change to normal tyres rather than run flats, but then because these are in nice condition, I think I'll keep these. And then we've got spares for both the cars, then haven't. Well, actually, I think these have got bigger wheels, so it'd probably only be any use for this, but I'll keep them anyway. Yeah, the minor service is getting done soon. I've got that paint on the rear wheel arch is getting done soon. But I do have another issue. So when I'm driving to work, it's about 16 miles to get to work. Drives great. When we brought it home from auction, drives great. Once I'm getting closer to work, so I'm getting to sort of 15 miles away, my gear changes can be a bit more slammy, a bit jumpy. It's a 6-speed auto. Yeah, it doesn't feel right once it's getting warm. Then when I was coming home one day from work, it was sort of jumping forward. It feels like you're being rear-ended, and I had a traction warning light control coming up, so it must be the car's shooting forward and it's kicking into the traction control. So there's something not quite right with the gearbox. I'm hoping it's just a fluid change. If the fluid is old, if it's weak, then when it's getting warm it's not working as it should be. I'm hoping they haven't left it like this for miles and miles and it's caused some major damage. But yeah, I think that's probably the first step, is to get a transmission service. I have plugged this in, I've got a little Bluetooth code reader and nothing come up. But I don't know how good that Bluetooth code reader is. So yeah.
But you've got your gearbox service booked in with the Mini guy.
Well, I'm not booked in, but he's gave me a quote. There's a Mini specialist nearby. He's quoted me 182, which is fine. That's exactly what I was expecting for the service. So I'm hoping gearbox service, nice clean fluid. Most people don't service their gearboxes and then this is what happens. Yeah, so I'm hoping that cures the problem. But just to be clear, I bought this car from auction. I had no idea how it drove. I sort of did all the checks that I could do. But I'm not a mechanic, I'm not an expert. We know our Minis quite well, don't we? Because we've got 2 of them. But yeah, I just did them.
Don't forget 10.
Yeah, sorry, 3. We've got 2 BMW and a proper Mini. So yeah, we did what we could, but you buy it from auction, there's no warranty, it's sold as seen, you can't test drive it. I just took the risk, and this was the car I wanted. I couldn't find one anywhere else that I liked as much. All the others that I found were not the right colour, or they didn't have the nice seats, or didn't have heated seats. So
and you're still not guaranteed.
Yeah, you could buy from a dealer and it could fall apart.
Yeah.
You know, it could be just out of your warranty, or you could have a dealer that's just not very cooperative.
Look at the hassles we've had with
Mass. We've been down that road before, so I don't think that buying from a dealer with a warranty is the only way to go. It doesn't matter. You could get a brand new car and it could have major issues a month down the line. So yeah, I was aware, I wasn't naive. I knew that there was probably going to be something that I needed to fix on this car. But after having it a week, I've had no warning lights on so far, and it seems, apart from what I've already said, it's good. The air conditioning works, not like you need it in a convertible, but there's a lot of things that work. And I'm not sure if I mentioned my rear parking sensors, they're not working. But I don't think that's an expensive fix. There's a couple of bits it could be, and they all seem to be pretty cheap parts. You can get second-hand mini parts or whatever. So yeah, I don't think that's going to be expensive.
I think £1,000 for the service, the gearbox service, your paint work, and your rear parking sensors. You've got a pretty nice car.
Yeah, all those things added up. If that's all that needs doing, we're talking. I'll probably add it up and put it here, what we're looking at so far. But yes, I do have money spare to get the things done that I want to get done on this car. And I was just want to say I was fully aware that there was probably going to be some work needed. I wasn't expecting to buy this and it'd be absolutely mint and perfect. It's 18 years old, but I'm happy with it, and so be it. You know, I'm not really into modern cars. I've lost a lot of interest in modern cars. My last car before the Minis was a Clio, which was an absolute headache, and I had that from 3 years old. So sometimes you just got to get what you like, and if it ends up being a money pit, so be it. If it makes you happy, great. See, this is what happens when you go into reverse. You just get a big long beep and then nothing. And one of the reasons I have a Mini, yeah, before you start taking the piss out of me saying you should be able to reverse your Mini, I should, yeah, but one of the reasons I like my Minis are because I am absolutely shit at parking. So the smaller the car, the easier it is for me. With reverse sensors, even easier. All the better. You've got to make your life easier when you can. So yeah, I think that's about it. And just one final note from us. Thank you for all the support on the last video. We really weren't expecting that. We make these videos as nice little memories for us, don't we? And if there's something that I can say that helps somebody, or, you know, we just do them because we enjoy them. So yeah, thank you for watching, and thanks for all the nice comments. And to the ones who didn't leave such nice comments, then just please go and watch somebody else. There's plenty of people on YouTube you can watch. You don't have to watch us. It's completely up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think that sums it up.
Yeah. So, right, we're going to get off and go and do something else. And we'll see you again.
See you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Forgot what I was saying now.